Companies going bankrupt 2022. 2022 is shaping up to be just as unpredictable as 2020. This time around, many companies will not be bailed out as they were in 2021. If you watched our first video on companies filing bankruptcy in 2020, then go ahead and leave us a like and comment your thoughts on what companies should have made the list. Now, let's get started. Number 10. Belk. Belk is considered by many to be a legacy company. The company was founded in 1888 and has stood the test of time through 2 world wars and the Great Depression. Time will tell if this old dog can learn any new tricks. Like many other retail stores, slow to no sales were coming in due to the pandemic. Belk would file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy to restructure their $1.9 billion in debt. Belk surprised many by exiting their Chapter 11 bankruptcy the very next day. They restructured their new debt in a way that would not cause them to close any stores and would keep all 17,000 employees employed. 2022 will test Belk's ability to stand the test of time once again. Number 9. The Children's Place. The Children's Place is one brand that cannot catch a break. Since 2020, they have closed a total of 300 stores, and with the economic fallout still taking place, many more could be closed in 2022. Their plans are to focus on their online sales, as this will reposition the company to better compete in the long term. Number 8. AMC Theaters. AMC is here on our list again, but let us explain first. In 2020, AMC was on the chopping block for bankruptcy due to the pandemic. It was not until 2021 when the rise of Wall Street bets and the fight against hedge funds changed this. But this change was only temporary, and AMC is still in the similar position as before. When the stock price of AMC went to the moon, it made some investors wealthy. It also gave Chinese conglomerate Wanda Group, who owned a majority stake in AMC, an exit out of the stock, leaving many retail investors holding the bag. Meanwhile, competition has been heating up, with every company under the sun launching their own streaming service. This, on top of AMC sitting on a huge pile of non-convertible debt, does not leave them many options. Number 7. Capri Holdings. If you have never heard of Capri Holdings, we can guarantee you have heard of at least one of their brands. Jimmy Choo, Michael Kors, and Versace are 3 of the biggest luxury brands in the world, and their parent company is Capri Holdings. When the economy starts to take a nosedive, one of the first things people begin to cut are their unnecessary expenses. And given that luxury items are, as the name implies, a luxury, many people will be skipping out on high-end brands in the near future. Capri Holdings has already announced that they will be closing around 170 stores by the end of 2022 to help ease some of the pain. But given that this is just the start of this worldwide economic downturn, many believe the pain is just beginning. Number 6. Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers is also another legacy company and is the oldest clothing retailer in America. First opening its doors in New York on April 7, 1818, Brooks Brothers was one of the first clothing stores to have ready-made suits in 1849. This was a game changer for the time, but now in 2022, they are looking for ways to change the game once again. Not only are they having to compete with the current economic downturn, but also a rapid change in consumer taste. Just like many other retailers in 2020, Brooks Brothers filed for bankruptcy. When they came out on the other side, Brooks Brothers had been bought by Authentic Brands Group and Simone Property Group. Brooks Brothers has been dressing businessmen and women now for over 200 years. Now their biggest battle is just beginning as they plan to take on the casual wear world with their new athleisure lineup. We are halfway there, and the last one on our list will surprise you, so don't forget to watch until the end. If you like our content, then post in the comments what company you think should or should not be on the list. And now, back to the video. Number 5. Forever 21. The future for Forever 21 seems to be up in the air, as the last several years has not been kind to the company. Forever 21 is trying everything in the playbook to stay afloat. They closed hundreds of international stores in 2019, and in 2021, they planned to go public on the New York Stock Exchange, but that was canceled in January 2022. The company is currently owned by 3 different companies: Simone Property Group, Brookfield Properties, and Authentic Brands Group. Also, in 2022, a new CEO was appointed to help the company turn things back around, but right now they are still in unknown territory. It is easy for everyone to blame this on the pandemic, but it seems that they have been struggling even before then. Time will tell if what they have been implementing will pay off, or if Forever 21 will just be another footnote. Number 4. Mattress Firm. After emerging from Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2018 and filing for an initial public offering (IPO) in January 2022, Mattress Firm is facing more competition than ever. Not only are they facing new levels of competition from newcomers such as Casper, MyPillow, Purple Mattress, Boxy Sleep, and Nectar Mattresses to name a few, their competition combined with being over-leveraged with debt is not a good recipe for Mattress Firm's future success. They are currently trying to figure out how to address their roughly $3.5 billion in debt. Many are saying that they are not doing enough in the online space and are far too focused on their brick-and-mortar locations. Time may no longer be on Mattress Firm's side, and they may finally get laid to rest. Number 3. Gap Incorporated. Gap Inc. is the parent company to stores such as Gap, Old Navy, Athleta, and Banana Republic. Out of all the subsidiaries, Banana Republic is the most underperforming brand. Due to this, Gap Inc.'s goal is to reduce the store numbers for both Gap and Banana Republic through 2023 by 350 locations. They are currently being weighed down by $1.5 billion in debt and $4.16 billion in lease obligations. It may not be a bad idea for Gap Inc. to just sell off Banana Republic and use that money to pay off some of their debt and rework their online presence and logistics, especially after their reports revealed a $350 million loss in 2021. Number 2. Peloton. How Peloton fell from grace so quickly would make anyone's head spin. In 2020, Peloton became the investment savior of the stock market and a beacon of hope. Just within the last year, Peloton has seen one of the most dramatic falls in stock market value. In February of 2022, they announced that they would be laying off 20% of their workforce. Peloton has gone from an estimated value of $50 billion to under $10 billion, and the bad news just keeps rolling in for them. Several injuries and even a death has happened to users of the Peloton, which led to hundreds of recalls and millions of dollars in lawsuits, losses on equipment sales, and permanent damage to Peloton's reputation. As of 2022, there are talks of the company being sold to Amazon, Apple, or Nike, but bankruptcy might beat them to the negotiating table. Number 1. Purdue Pharma. Many people will tell you that no other company deserves to be on this list more than Purdue Pharma. If you have not heard of them or the Sackler family, they are better known for their product, OxyContin. Purdue Pharma is currently in bankruptcy courts now and has been ordered to pay $6 billion, which is up from the previous $4.5 billion. This may initially seem like a lot of money, but when you factor in the number of people this has impacted, many people say it barely scratches the surface. Now, Purdue Pharma has changed their name to Noah Pharma and will continue to make OxyContin and other drugs. It is estimated by the United States Department of Justice that 13 million Americans abuse OxyContin. Since 1999, over 840,000 people have died from using OxyContin and other opioids. We are at an unprecedented point in United States history, and no one knows what direction this will lead. But many will tell you that not only the United States, but the world has entered into a global downturn, and at the end of all of this, the world will never be the same.